Toke confirmed that my mother smells like garlic and she didn't like the smell of garlic. That's why she doesn't like having my mother around. How? If my mother was her mother, would she act the same way? Hello, this is Life Stories with Bussy. How are you doing? I trust that you are excellent. I pray that this week will be amazing for all of us. If this is your first time on Life Stories with Bussy, you're welcome. This is a place to be. Swipe or anything, just calm down, relax, and let's go through this together. And for my regulars, I just want to say thank you for always being here, week in, week out. Thank you so much for commenting, for sharing our links, for telling people about Life Stories with Bussy. Thank you for always being in our comment section, giving your counsel and your take on the story. I really appreciate that. I want to remind everyone again that commenting is very important. People who send in their stories are waiting on those comments to make informed decisions. So don't forget that your comments are very important. Don't just view. I see a lot of people who say, oh, I watch your videos and they are nice, but you don't comment. Please comment. Those comments are very, very important to me. Not just the views. Yeah, the views are great, but I also need the comments because people who send in their stories are always in the comment section trying to make informed decisions from the comments that you have put there. So don't forget to comment. Very important. Comment. Please comment, right? Okay. Because the more engagements that we have on this video, the better for this video, because the algorithm helps to push these videos to more people. Let's not forget that this program is about adding value to life and impacting people's life for good. We'd like you to have a better life. We'd like you to think in a better way. We'd like you to make informed decisions. We would like you to live life, and enjoy your life to the fullest. So I'm sure that you're not going to watch this video alone. You are going to comment, and then you would share the link of these videos to your friends. You would agree with me that we need to reach a wider audience. Okay? So thank you very much as you do that. So right now, I'd like to go into today's story. So come along with me as we dive into the story. Okay, so the writer is the man. So he goes, hello Bussy, my name is Daniel. I saw this program last week, and the story you told about Jay, his sister, and Rose is quite similar to mine. Can you remember that story? The story of Jay that told us to help him to appeal to his sister. Can you remember that story? I'll put the link up there so that you can click it, so that you can get the reference of the story if you have not seen it. So it goes, at this point, my marriage is on the verge of breaking up. Not because I don't care about my wife, but because she's refusing to reciprocate my love for her and her family. And I think that's quite selfish and it's affecting everything. I love my mother very much. No, I'm not a mommy's boy, but I'll continue to appreciate her sacrifices and love for me and my siblings. When I was going to get married, I told my wife, Toke, that I only need one thing from her as regards my mother. Take her like your own mother and take care of her. I told Toke that I would never place my mother as number one in my life, but she should know that I treasure my mom. I also had a discussion with my mother before I took Toke to her that I was getting married. I told my mother that she had done a great job raising me and that I would always appreciate her, but that my wife would take over from where she has stopped. That the only thing that I would need from her is to always keep me and my family in prayers. I took Toke to her, and my mother couldn't control her joy. She prayed for her and the success of our marriage. Now, I was very clear about that issue because I'd seen marriages break down over such matters, and I didn't want anything like that to happen to me. My mother is an amazing woman. She doesn't stress. My mother is so understanding that sometimes I'm upset about how understanding she can be. My mother will never come to my house except she calls and we tell her that she can come. The interesting thing is that it's my wife that she tells that she wants to visit, never me. And whenever she comes to visit, she doesn't plan to sleep over. In our 4 years of marriage, she's only slept in our house 4 or 5 times. And those times, I forced her to stay. When we had our first baby, I wanted my mother to come, but she said that it was better for Toke's mother to be there. She explained to me that Toke will be more comfortable with her mother than her. but that she would come like 3 times in a week to check in on the baby. The same thing she did with our second child. On a couple of occasions when my mother visited, I thought I was mistaken by the things that I saw, but it turned out to be true. When my mother comes visiting and she carries our children, Toke will quickly get the children from her and she will call the nanny to go and have a bath for the children. I thought I was reading too much into those things, but it turns out that I was right. Toke confirmed that my mother smells like garlic and she didn't like the smell of garlic. That's why she doesn't like having my mother around. How? If my mother was her mother, would she act the same way? Toke's mom practically stays in our house and I don't mind. As long as my wife was happy, it was okay. Is it the car that I bought for her that she dashed her mother without even consulting me? My mother is the kind of person who doesn't stress me for money. Every month, I send her 200k. She doesn't come to me for more, even if she needs more. She wouldn't ask. Once, she helped to pay the cost of surgery for a friend's child. She didn't have money again after that. Rather than ask me, she went to loan from another friend. When I found out, I went ballistic. She said that I do so much and she didn't want to stress me because she acknowledges that I have my responsibility. I told her that I wasn't complaining. I give the same amount to my mother-in-law who practically lives in my house and still carries food stuff from my house to her house every month. I have 2 cousins who stay with my mother because their parents were late. When I got married and I wanted to take one of them to stay with us, my mom wanted to know if my wife was comfortable with that arrangement. That if Toke wasn't, I shouldn't invite anyone to stay, especially because our marriage was young. My mother turned 70 last February and we bought her an apartment and a car. That has been a major headache for my wife. My wife has 2 properties that I bought in her name. She has the document in her possession. So why would me buying a property for my own mother be making my wife angry? My business takes me out of Nigeria a lot. Recently, I was talking to my mother on the phone and I accused her of not coming over to see us, especially when I was around. She said that she had actually been talking to Toke about visiting us, but that Toke said that we have been very busy and that we're not available to be visited. Now, that was strange. To confirm what she was saying, she sent me messages that she sent to Toke. Some Toke responded to, some she didn't respond to. So I sent Toke a message about it, and it revealed so much about the woman that I call my wife. How can you say that you love me and you are disgusted by my mother who means no harm, who respects you and your boundaries? I have a feeling that it's her mother teaching her all these things, though the woman pretends in front of me. I don't like counting favors, but I know where and what she came from. I know how much I've invested in her family, her mother and her siblings. Imagine her telling me that I have to buy her mother her home property too because I bought for my own mother. This is somebody that I'm training her brothers through university. I'm paying her mother's house rent. I will travel. She would ask me to buy expensive things for her mother. I will get them, and you treat my own mother like trash? No, I won't take it. I don't know what to call this, but I just generally feel that this Toke lady is immature. And I don't know what her mother is teaching her. Because if you have a husband who takes care of you, takes care of your family's needs, takes care of your mother, takes care of your siblings, and he decides that he wants to buy a house for his mother, what's your problem? I don't know what's happening to this lady in question. I think she's a Gen Z baddie. Daniel shared some of the WhatsApp messages between him and his wife with me, and I have his permission to share it with you so that you can understand where it's coming from. First, I'd like to thank you, Daniel, for writing him. I appreciate that you're a very responsible man. I appreciate that you are a loving husband. I appreciate that you are a wonderful son. I appreciate that you take responsibility for all the things that you take responsibility for. Not every man would do that. And so I commend you for all these things that you do so that you can, make your wife happy and make your mother happy. And I know that one of the reasons why you have written in is because you are trying to find a solution. You love your wife, obviously, and you are trying to find a solution. I also appreciate the fact that from the beginning, you try to create a boundary, for your wife. And, not many people do that. But I'd like to also appreciate your mother. I imagine that you picked up the traits from your mother to be quite understanding, because not all mother-in-laws are quite understanding like that. Because how many mother-in-laws would actually take permission from their children's wife? Take permission before they come. Not all mother-in-laws do that. Parents can just feel like, I want to go and visit my child, and they just say, are you home? And then they just show up. Obviously, in this story, Toke's mother doesn't ask for permission. She just shows up. How many mother-in-laws are like that? How many mother-in-laws are so thoughtful to be able to say things like, oh, let her mother come and take care of her. She'll be more comfortable with her mother when she has a baby. How many mother-in-laws are like that? It's ironic that Toke's mom practically stays in your house, has Toke's car. She just shows up anyhow, collects food stuff from your house monthly. It's ironic that she's doing that. She's not taking permission to come and see her child. And your mom is understanding enough to be asking for permission to come to your house. I think your mom is a fantastic woman. And I think that you take the trait from her. So well done. Now, to Toke and everyone that is like Toke, to all those ladies out there who don't want mother-in-laws, to all those ladies out there who want their mother-in-laws dead before they marry their sons. Why do you want to spoil something so good? Why do you want to use your hand to destroy your family? This marriage is just 4 years and you have a long way to go. Why do you want to use your hand to just destroy everything that you have built? This guy has asked you just one thing. Just one thing. Please help me take care of my mother the way you take care of yours. Simple as ABC. He has not asked you for anything more than that. He hasn't brought a sick mother to come and live in your house. His mother is not living in your house. The mother has a house of her own. She asks for permission before she comes to your house. She does not even come. Even when you don't answer her, she doesn't come. She stays in her house. Even when she comes to your house, she doesn't want to stay over. She wants to go back to her house. It means that she respects your boundary. So why don't you do the same? And if there's a person like that, why would you do things like saying that your mother-in-law is smelling? Smelling of garlic. And so because she's smelling of garlic, she comes, she carries the children, you quickly grab the children back and tell the nanny to go and have a bath for the children. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? It's obvious that your mother-in-law is very understanding, because I'm sure she would see those things, but she would just carry her eyes away. If she has not told her child that thing, then it means that she's seeing it, but she's carrying her eyes away. Why do you want to do that? Why do you want to destroy what you have built? This man told you from the beginning, you are first in my life, but my mother is precious to me. And the mother is not even disturbing you in any way. Why can't you leave and let's leave? You gave your car to your mother without your husband's consent. Your husband didn't say anything. As far as he's concerned, he wanted you happy. Now, the only thing that he has asked of you, take care of his mother. You are not doing that. And you want him to take care of your own mother? Why? It's not fair. And then his mom turns 70 and he buys an apartment and a car for his mom and you have a headache because of that? Why? It's his money. He's spending his money to take care of his mother. And it's not as if he's doing it at the detriment of your family. No. You already have properties in your name that he bought in your name for you personally. And then you're not asking for things like they should buy property for your mom too. Where is your own brother? Why can't your brother buy property for your own mom? Women, we need to do better. Tomorrow we'll come and talk about mother-in-laws are wicked. Mother-in-laws are wicked. You don't know what God has done for you by giving you this kind of mother-in-law. She's not stressing you in any way. She's leaving you to live your life. She's quite understanding. Why can't you just do the little things for her? Why? If your mother were the one smelling of garlic, what would you do? Would you say, oh, don't come to my house because you're smelling of garlic? Would you say, oh, because you're smelling of garlic, don't carry the children? Would you say that? You probably look for a solution for the garlic thing. It's obvious that the woman is taking garlic for health issues or something. And it's common with some old people. And it's okay. What is garlic? It's garlic that we eat. You feel that she smells of garlic. Is there something that you can do to help her? Have you thought about it? Why would you want to start saying that she shouldn't come to your house because she's smelling of garlic? No. It's wrong. We should stop it. If you are part of those people, if you are part of those wives who Your husband cannot give his siblings things, like he cannot give his siblings money, or his siblings call him and he's going to a corner to go and pick the phone because he doesn't want you to hear the conversation. Please change. As long as the man is not doing it at detriment of his family, as long as he's not using your child's school fees, not giving your child's school fees to his family, or doing things that he has not done in the house. If he's doing what he's supposed to do in the house and he wants to extend his benevolence to his family, what is your headache for? Why are you stressing? Is it your money? If he wants to pay somebody's school fees in his family, it's okay as long as your children's school fees is being paid for. You are not going to say, oh, because you are married now, you should just cut off his family and not have anything to do with them. No, you can't be like that. We need to readjust our way of thinking. For all those women outside there who will say things like, oh, I don't want to marry somebody who has a mother. His mother should just die. I've seen women who say things like, I don't want to marry somebody who has a mother. I want somebody whose mother has died because I do not want mother-in-law's trouble. See, if you are matured, if you are emotionally stable, you will know how to handle in-laws. Yes, I know for a fact that there are crazy in-laws. I know for a fact that there are crazy mother-in-laws out there. I know that there are crazy mother-in-laws and crazy sister-in-laws and crazy brother-in-laws. I know. But when you do what you need to do from a good heart, just leave the remaining to God. If your in-laws are bad, just do what you need to do and, just leave the remaining to God. And if you have good in-laws, please maintain your relationship with them. If you are like Toke, please go and change. I hope you know that as you are saying and wishing that your mother-in-law dies before you meet your husband, or you don't want a mother-in-law or things like that, I hope you know that as you are wishing that, somebody is also wishing that for your mother, especially if you have a brother. Give to Caesars what is Caesar's and give to God what is God. As in, give to families what is family and give to yourself what is yours. Stop stressing over things that are not important. Stop stressing over things that will destroy your marriage. Because as you can see from this story, we can see that this man actually loves his wife. Their story is not a story of I'm cheating, you are not giving money. That's not their story. What the man is concerned about is take care of my mother. What the man is just saying is you can't have your mother in my house, living under my roof, eating my food, taking some of my food to our house, taking things, collecting gifts and all that. I am doing that for your mother. What are you doing for my own mother? Why are you treating my mother like a stranger? And these are kind of things that can impact negatively on marriage. So it's not just cheating alone, but see a situation. This man just wants you to take care of his mother. And he's not even saying, oh, my mother is not feeling fine, let my mother live with us. No, the mother doesn't even want to stay in your house. She comes, she doesn't want to stay, she wants to go back to her own house. Don't let us destroy the things that we have built with our own hands just because we are being selfish. Because this is being selfish here. I kind of figure that this lady is immature. Because if you are not immature, why would you want to be doing all that? Why would you want to be saying that your mother-in-law is smelling of garlic? Why would you want to say, oh, because they bought your mother-in-law's house, they should buy your mother's house too? Why? Women, we need to do better. We really need to do better. I know that there are crazy in-laws out there. Yes, I know. But just do your own bits and leave the rest to God. To wrap this up, Daniel, I would like to implore you to please be more patient with her. This should not be the reason why your marriage should collapse. You have children that you have to take care of. And this shouldn't be the reason for the breakup of a marriage. So I'd like to implore you to please be more patient with her. Talk to her. Even talk to her mom. Let her mom know that this is what she's doing and you are not liking it. Talk to her mom. Her mom lives with you. So let her mom know that you are not happy with how she's treating your mom. And, bring it out to the light and discuss it fully. I wish you all the best. Guys, what do you think about this story? Let's meet in the comment section and let's discuss this fully. Till next time when I come your way again, my name remains Busola Jelly David.